Hey, what's going on everybody? Gleez here, and it's finally official. There is a balance patch coming out for Mortal Kombat X. The release date on said patch is October 4th, which is to coincide with the PC release of Mortal Kombat XL, which I had the pleasure of playing the beta, and it was pretty good. I'll put a link down in the description below to about 30 plus minutes of gameplay from the PC Mortal Kombat X beta if you want to check it out. So at this point you have a bunch of players commenting on message boards on Facebook about buffs that they want, players or characters they think that are going to get nerfed, and I'm going to bring you what I feel is going to happen in Mortal Kombat XL patch, what is this, 2? So of course you have all of the top tier characters. We have Kano, we have Sonya Demolition, we have Takeda, Alien of course, and Mileena. I'm sure that all of these characters in some way will get nerfed. How will they do it? Well, I've been thinking about it and I'm not really sure, honestly. As far as Alien goes, I think his biggest variable is the fact that he can 50-50 from so far away. How are they going to limit that? I don't really think that they can. I think he's kind of just built that way. Maybe they can turn his flip into a mid or make it punishable, which would be pretty good. That might help out a little bit, but I guess we'll see. As far as Takeda goes, I'm pretty sure that his kunai will most likely be a mid or in some way be changed. Now, I was thinking long and hard about Kano, and there's really nothing that I can think of that would cause him, or a way that they could nerf him to not destroy him. I don't really know. I'm not quite sure exactly what they would do. I mean, they could make his knife slash have a longer startup, but there's already a gap between normals when someone hits down floor and goes into the slash, or comes in with the knee into the slash. So I'm not really sure what they're going to do here. Maybe make him less plus on EX knives? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Mileena. I feel like one of her biggest issues isn't even necessarily how she plays. I think the back 1-2 stagger is kind of ridiculous in a lot of ways, but I feel like her hurt box is what really makes her difficult to play against. I mean, she low profiles everything, and that's something that I don't think is going to change. Another thing that they'll probably change about Mileena is her ability to build meter so quickly. She builds meter like a beast. Her ability to build meter is insane. She does crazy damage without any meter. So she can get up to like 36 to like close to 40% without meter. So because of this, coupled with her ability to build meter so successfully and quickly, she's able to break up to 2 times in a round. I think a lot of this is going to come off of building meter off of side throws. I think they may also tweak the side throw, make it a little bit slower, which is kind of weird because they gave her the ability to recover more quickly with the side throw, but then it kind of developed into a whole bunch of other problems. So I think they may revert her as far as that goes, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. As far as Liu Kang goes, I think he's going to keep all of his cancels. I think in Flame Fist, they may tone down the amount of chip damage that occurs when you ignite the flames on your fist and go into windmill punches. That stuff can get pretty ridiculous, and I can see a nerf coming to that. As far as Demo Sonya goes, I'm pretty positive that they're going to mess with her grenades quite a bit. There's been speculation that they're going to go away on block or on hit, which could be a welcomed addition to the game. If this were to occur, I think you can see more people using covert ops and special forces, which for me is kind of cool because then more people will be using covert ops, which is my main. But either way, when it comes down to it, we all know people are still going to complain about Sonya, so it doesn't really matter. So Devora, I think they're probably going to tweak her puddle. I think she'll be a little bit less plus as far as the puddle goes. But again, I think we're going to have to see. I think she's going to keep all of her cancels. I think those are going to stay. As far as Johnny Cage goes, I think that having the ability to cancel his knee into another knee, I think is probably going to go away when it's not on hit or on block. I think being able to do that on a whiff is pretty absurd and ridiculous. So I think that's probably going to leave. I think all of his cancels are probably going to stay the same. I don't see extremely major differences coming for Johnny Cage, even though a lot of people do speculate that he's going to get hit pretty hard as far as nerfs go, but I just don't see it coming. If they completely eliminate or really reduce the effectiveness of his cancels, he's going to be a scrub player. And he's just going to go to like Tanya's here, and that just wouldn't be good. I don't think that it's good to necessarily completely destroy a character. So I think keeping a lot of what makes Johnny Cage, I think is a good thing. Now you also have to take into account that other characters are going to get buffs. And I think that's the better way to balance the game. Rather than destroying the really good characters, bring up some of the lesser tier characters to better compete with the better characters in the game. Now, that's not to say that there aren't things that are broken inside the upper tier characters. I shouldn't even say broken, that are a bit overpowered, that should be handled and addressed. But bringing up the lower tier characters, I think, is a better idea than destroying top tier characters. And some of these characters would include Unbreakable Sub-Zero, Marksman Aaron Black, and I'd like to see Raiden get some good buffs. I like playing Raiden. He's always been one of my favorite characters in Mortal Kombat, but he's just not that awesome, so I don't really use him all that much. Though I think Displacer has some pretty good potential as far as being a good tournament viable character in certain situations and in certain matchups. So this is the bigger thing, the more important thing that I wanted to talk about. And this is keeping Mortal Kombat X alive. In the past, NetherRealm games have kind of died off rather quickly, especially once a new NetherRealm game has been released. Mortal Kombat X isn't even 2 years old yet, and I see people talking about how Mortal Kombat X is dead, people don't want to play it anymore. I really don't understand why that would be. I love the game personally, and I think that for those of us that do really enjoy the game, it's very important to keep the community active, keep doing things, throwing events, throwing tournaments, going to tournaments. I think that that's a major thing when it comes to trying to keep a game alive. I know me personally, when Injustice 2 comes out, I'm going to be playing both. I will be playing Mortal Kombat X, I will be playing Injustice 2. It's not going to stop. I'm going to continue to play it until a new Mortal Kombat comes out. So over the next few months, I'm going to be doing my best to try to keep the game alive, and I would expect everyone else that's watching this video and takes part in a lot of the stuff that I do on the channel to continue to do the same thing. So before I sign out, again, I want to ask you to leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think about the new patch and maybe one of the things that you're going to do to try to keep Mortal Kombat X alive as we look forward to Injustice 2. So that's it. It's Big J Gleez signing out. Thanks for checking in and continue to game strong.